Welcome back, it's your guy Engineer Mojo. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your axle seal at the differential housing that may be leaking. Very simple install, and I'm going to show you how to do it without removing the axle in its entirety. Really fast process, faster than anything I've seen on YouTube. So to get it started off fast, tools you'll need are 14mm socket wrench, of course you'll need the seal, and I put the part number down below in the video description. You'll need a PVC pipe. This one is about 2 3/4 inch diameter on this end right here. You can always verify that with the actual seal that you buy to make sure it's the right size that you want. And to make life easy, you'll need a slide hammer. I implore you, please pick this up. You can rent this for free from different auto parts stores. I actually happen to have one because I use this pretty often. But you'll use this to remove the old seal from the housing. That should be all you need. If I add anything else, it'll be down below in the video description.
I've taken the tire off, and here's an overall shot of the axle and wheel hub assembly. Moving underneath the car, I'm going to show you a close-up of the axle and the culprit of why I know it's leaking. As you see right at the junction between the axle and the differential, there's signs of leakage. You have gear fluid that's leaking there. It's real grimy from all the leakage that's going on there. So I knew it was time to change out the seal between the axle and the differential. So I'm going to show you some bolts you'll need to remove. You have 4 bolts right underneath your axle connected to the hub. 14mm bolts, you'll need to remove those. There are 2 there on that side, and if you go on the opposite side, there are 2 more 14mm bolts that you'll need to remove. After removing the 4 14mm bolts here, this will allow me to have great maneuverability of the wheel hub assembly and the axle without having to remove both ends of the axle entirely. Now that you have flexibility in the axle and the hub, take your crowbar, stick it in the crevice between the axle and the differential housing, and gently pry back and forth and break that lock ring loose from the axle end, and that axle will just slide right out of the housing eventually. There you go, it's moving, Broke that lock ring, now it's going to come out really easy now. I want to get you a close-up shot with the failed seal at the differential housing. I'm zooming in there, you see all the grime and the gear oil residue that's on there from the failed seal. You can't see it in the video, but I can tell where the seal failed. Maybe you can tell in the bottom left of the seal, you'll see some metal wire that's hanging out of the seal that's protruded through the rubber. That's where it failed, and that's where I'm having the leak come from. So, time to get that out of there and replace it with a new one. I have the slide hammer set up. I want to give you a close-up of how I have it clamped inside the seal. Got in there tight. Once it's in place, just take the slide hammer and just start sliding it back. All it takes is a couple of these, and that seal will just pop right out eventually. You don't have to go really hard. And there we go, pops out. Seal is removed. Here's just a close-up. Forgot to note, I did have a catch pan in place just to catch any oil that would fall out, but there's not much in there anyways. Here's a close-up of the new seal and the old seal. Just do a quick comparison, make sure that they're the same. The new seal, they have updated the seal a little bit. It's all rubberized. There is metal behind the rubber, but you can't see it. In the old seal, there was just rubber on the inside, which I pulled apart. You can't see it now, that's all pulled apart. And then metal on the outside. For the new one, it has the kind of rubberized outside seal part to it. The most important thing here is that just make sure that they're the same diameter on the outside, just to make sure I have the correct part number. Before installing the new seal, I do a quick wipe of the bearing surface, make sure it's clean of residual dirt, grime, whatever, so I have a clean seal that I'm working with. Nice clean surface to mount that new seal. This part is very important. You do not want to mount the new seal too deep or too shallow. When you look at the differential housing there is an inner lip, and that's what you want to get your seal flush with. It's about 5mm inside of the outer big metal ring there. And so you want to go 5mm deep. That's also in the factory service manual. And be flush with that inner ring, that metal lip that I had the screwdriver on. That's how deep you want it. Given there won't be good viewing angles in the vehicle, I'm going to show you how I'm going to replace the seal into that cavity. I'm going to take a PVC pipe I got. It has about a 2 3/4 outer diameter there that I'm showing right there. And I'm going to put it right up against the seal. It's a good fit. You can get that from your local auto parts store. Then to seat the seal, I take a mallet. I just lightly tap against the edge of the PVC pipe. I do this very slowly and lightly, just so that I don't push this too far past the point that I want it set at. Here's the process in play. Put the seal in place, put the PVC pipe right behind it. Then I take the mallet and I gently tap it, and I repeat this process a few times just so I'm going slowly and I'm making sure I'm setting this at the right depth. Here's a close-up of the seated seal. Just trying to show you how I have it pretty flush with that inside lip. Trying to get you a few different angles. Again, this is very important. Go slow in this process. Make sure you don't go too deep, because then you'll have to restart again. Next, it's time to put the axle back in place. Remember, luckily you didn't have to take it off of the wheel hub, so you just slide it right back into the differential housing, all in one piece, and then tap it back in. Make sure you seat it. Make sure the lock ring goes past the little groove that's in there. Almost coming to the end here. Now you want to put back in those 4 14mm bolts that you've removed earlier after you seat the axle. I use a jack to help me align the mounting holes for these bolts. Just makes this a lot easier. So use the jack, line up the bolts, go ahead and secure them in, and this shouldn't take too long either.
Well, hopefully that went well for you. It's a very simple task, like I said before. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you have any tips to make this job easier, I love learning from viewers. I use YouTube not only as a teaching tool, but as a learning tool. I'm just trying to pass it forward. What I've learned so much from YouTube, I just try to give that back. Like, share, subscribe if you think I'm worthy. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm out.